Hello, my name is Yohana Manurung from International Relation Batch 2016. I would like to share about my experience back when I was a younger kid before. So, when before my dad started a family, my mom and dad got married. They moved to Batam Island in the 90s.
Yeah.
And during that time, my dad got an offer in a job in a company. I don't know which. It was a gas oil company or a paper company. I forgot because he tried out for like two or three. He moved a few times. The last company that he worked in, he he invited his junior from college to come over, and like he offered like, hey, they were still putting places for people to come and like offer them to give it a try and register in that company. So when my dad's friends and junior got into the same company, they all got promoted except for my dad. And
So heartbroken for you.
yeah, it's very heartbreaking, and he did his job and he did it passionately, and he was patient with it, and he even invited his friends, right?
Yes.
And they got in, and then when the company had a bit of a problem and issue, and like they never even got, maybe because my dad kind of felt like it was unfair, like they never promoted him after years of working there, he decided to quit his job. Quit his job with a broken heart, because actually he enjoyed it.
course.
Yeah, and he had his surroundings was like his friends and stuff. And after he quit his job, his friends and junior never really even say hi or approached him anymore, as a friend. And like my dad felt really disappointed, and so my dad got unemployed for about almost going on to 5 years. We made money, like our income for like each day, and like what helped us to go on with like the money and stuff, right? The finance, like from the financial crisis, because my dad was not working, and there were three of us girls in the house. The only thing that kept us going was the soya milk. Like my mom and dad, after he got unemployed, they decided to make a business, anything that could make money in one day, like quickly, so they can like use it for the next day, right? Because they were like on a crisis mode, like really need money, and they learned how to make soya milk. I remember that every day at 3 or 4 a.m. they would wake up, and I hear my mom already like using the blender, and then like in the kitchen doing this and that, because I hear like clang clang and all that, and like
How
she's
much
getting
did
busy.
she earn at that time?
In a day, we only get around like 22,000 rupiah. So
In a day?
Yeah, in a day, and like that's what we use for like everything. If we need to buy food, or maybe and our needs, the whole family needs, and that goes on for 5 years.
So your dad was
Unemployed for 5 years, but he took like jobs like nyablon and stuff. I don't know what you call it in English, but yeah, nyablon, and yeah, small jobs that could provide money and stuff. Yeah, and that goes on for 5 years until one day my mom got a call from my dad's friend, saying that he got an offer abroad, a job abroad, and actually he was at the age of 45, which is like pretty old for that time. Yeah, and like that time when he registered, it was 40. 5 years later, then he got the job, and actually that friend of his told my mom that a lot of people the offer went to the company that my dad used to work in, and they never told my dad about it, because the company didn't want my dad to work there, instead to work for them again, to come back. But my dad, all these times, turns out that my dad kept on denying. Turns out, yeah, they have that, and then my dad's friend gave it to him, and then he tried out for the job. He applied, and he had to go to Jakarta for about 3 months, and 3 months, not 3 months, for about a few weeks. 3 months later, he has to go to Qatar and a checkup, training, and all that. And in total, it took up like 6 months. After 6 months, we all got a call that my dad said he got the job, and he came to Qatar. and like that's when my life completely turned up upside down. But all in all, like behind all that, actually the biggest effect out of all is that years after like I grew up, I was already in high school, I found out that my mom was the one who has been praying for something to happen. Like she constantly, like every night whenever she had a long day after working, she would just go to bed and then she would ask like, is this how our life is this how it will like oh gosh, it's like, is this how it's gonna be? Like, God, I don't know what you want to do with me or my life or my family, but whichever path you want us to go, I will follow you. And every day she would pray that oh my gosh, yeah, and she would pray that to God, and I didn't know about it. I found it after I got into high school, and every time my dad talk about it, the whole family gets teary. And because like after I heard about that also, like my mom is also one of the people who motivate me to like be more devoted to God and pray all the time. Like no matter how small, or even if it's not every day you pray, but it really really does have an effect. Maybe God will not like
Keep you together, so right?
yeah, or answer your prayers right away, but it'll take time, and it will come in the right time, and that's life. And after that, like I really learned like, oh, prayer is a really really strong thing, and everything starts with a prayer. Even if you can't do a routine on like maybe reading the Bible or going to church all the time, but you can pray anytime, anywhere you want, as long as it comes from the heart and it's sincere. I'm sure that God will really hear your prayers. And even if it was the thing you're praying for is not the right thing, He will guide you to the thing that is right, the right way, or the thing that you wish for. So yeah, that's my story.